Just think about your children for a second, not your wife. Okay, they're losing their shit. They want something. They're screaming. So your grandkids like, I want milk right now, right? No amount of logic is going to get through to them. That part of their brain is detached. Your wife is the same way. You are the same way, right?
I was on Lord's last night. I put it in Lord's yesterday. I fucked up bad, dude.
What happened?
So when I got off the call early yesterday, right after we talked, Jen showed up. So, and she doesn't know I'm doing this. So I got off the call. I had my grandson with me. And she was like, well, I'm fixing to go pick up Mark. Do you want me to take Oliver home on my way? And I was like, yeah. So I loaded him up in her truck and I threw my fucking earpods in there so I could track her and see where she was going. She found them, came back a little while later, asked me about it, and then I fucking lied about it. I said, well, Oliver was playing with them. She was like, they were under the seat. And then she left. She said I had to come up with something better than that. She left. When she got home last night, she was pissed. I told her I know. I agreed with her. I was like, it was a dumb decision, and I let jealousy and insecurity take control of me, and I'm sorry. It'll never happen again. She's like, I know, because we're not going to be together, and so now everything that I've done for the last 3-4 weeks now. I mean, we were even making plans day before yesterday to do stuff this weekend, and now I'm back to square one, man. I fucked up bad.
All right, let me just let's stop you right there, because I don't want to keep hearing that you fucked up real bad. We know it. It sucks. Insecurity is a fucking monster, and it will grip you. It will grip you, and it will. You guys have heard me say it 1,000 times. You start thinking all these different things, and then from there, you start making stupid decisions. We react. We don't respond. A reaction would be throwing AirPods in. Or I spoke to a guy on the phone earlier today who's checking her phone. We can't do this shit. First of all, you gotta recognize, number one, it does not feel good to let this grip us like that, to let insecurity take control of us. So you gotta recognize that you want something different for you. Now, I know for a lot of you, there is a betrayal going on. And so this is what motivates you to follow through on decisions where we're making the decisions to track or throw AirPods in or look at the phone, to ask dumb questions, right? But some of you don't have a wife that's got betrayal going on. You're just not feeling love. You're not feeling approval, validation. It really doesn't matter. If we don't get a grip on this anxiety that you're feeling and you let the monster rule you, you are only going to push her away, okay? Now, I know that you're recognizing this, Bill. What I want you to understand is it doesn't undo everything. You're already having too many problems prior to all this, right? So it doesn't change too much. It's been a few weeks. None of that was showing everything great. Even though you're making plans, that's good. You were moving forward. That's great. Don't look at it like it's disaster. It is something you have to overcome, right? So you're going to do better. It's not necessarily about follow through. Of course that matters. But you're in the moment that you're like, it's never going to happen again, you're lying there too. You're going to do better in your growth if you can recognize you're saying what you have to say to keep the peace, to happy wife, happy life, to kind of get through the hard conversation, which is really just, I'm a fucking idiot. Shut up. You could definitely throw an apology, but your apology will mean nothing. And I would rather you, in that instance, have her say, why aren't you apologizing? Well, and you're just like, because I know it doesn't mean anything. I've got to do things. I got to change me. I don't like feeling this way, and I got to change that. But you see, it's really about what you want, that choice that you make with the direction that you want to go. And if you can think about it more, Bill, or anybody who goes down these paths, if you can think about it more like, I literally can't stand feeling this way. The pressure of the monster on my shoulders, on my back, gripping me, ripping my stomach apart with the anxiety. When you can recognize how important it is for you to get away from that, then you'll start to think about responding correctly. You know what I mean? The other thing is, guys, logically speaking, if we understand that any kind of betrayal is going to stem from her not feeling safe and going to where it is safe, the last thing that we can compromise is safety. That's number one thing we've all done wrong as men with our wives. we remove the safety. That's why she can't trust you. And then if you add in things like showering her with love and trying to fix everything and, man out of control, right? Now we're really making her feel unsafe. So remind me, Bill, was there another dude? I don't feel like there was. Actually?
No, so the situation is Mark has been friends. We all were friends
right. Yeah.
5 years ago, and his wife died a couple of years ago.
Right.
But he drives. What gets me? He drives 300 miles out of the way to go home to stop here and see her.
Even right there, stop going down the logical path, right? The assumption path, right? I'm sure you're not wrong, but all we can do is focus on us. You got to be focused on how I can be showing up that's going to be better than any other man. Never mind him.
Yeah.
Never mind him, right? Because if you keep pushing her away, then it's not going to be him. It's going to be him or anyone else. Right. So try not to that's the insecurity going. He's going out of way. It's like you're starting to follow down the wrong paths again, right? It's the 19 directions I talk about your mind going when the monster grips you. Okay. So I'm sure you're not wrong. We all know how it works. I remember telling Kathryn same sort of stuff. You can't be going to lunch with dudes. These guys want more. And sure shit, it clicked for her one day when a guy said, well, I thought we were going to get married after Kathryn and I were married for a few months, A lot of people don't understand that. There should be boundaries. That's why Kathryn and I talk about the new marriage and different things like don't do that. I don't care. You can't have opposite gender friends like that. It doesn't work. Because you should never want to put your partner in that position. So think about that and think, how can I show up so she doesn't want to make me feel, not that she's making you feel, but insecure.
Right.
That's a partnership.
And then, so now, like, she got up this morning and left. Well, I left and she came home. And then, because she watches our fucking cameras, it's like Fort Knox around this house. Okay. And then when I was coming back, she left as soon as I got back. I went up to the store. She was up there doing inventory. I walked in. You could tell on her face when she looked at me, she was mad. I was like, I'm only going to be here for a minute. I talked to my son and I left. So should I just give her some space for the next few days and not? I mean, we live in the same house, but on opposite ends.
Yeah, I wanted to just be you. Just be the normal you, right?
Okay.
That way, so let's just say, for example, you guys meet in the middle. I'm going to call it the kitchen, okay?
Yeah.
She's like, I can't even believe you're around me right now, blah, blah, respond. Respond.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Be awesome.
Okay.
I want you to act like you did nothing wrong. There's nothing you can do about it now. You said I'm sorry, okay? Now the apology's over. You have to do your own work. We don't need to try to talk our way into her head, heart, vagina. We just need to show up, okay? She's already kind of annoyed anyways that you're in the house. Right? Maybe that's why you busted out the floor example the other day. So, she's already feeling that you're invading her space anyway. Just try not to invade her space, but be there. Get in her face. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. She started drinking last night after we got that big blow up. And after about 3 or 4 drinks in, she came to my side and she walked all the way in my room and she was like, I'm going to talk to my attorney tomorrow. You need to find a new place to live. And I just said, let's calm down. We'll talk about this tomorrow or after the week.
Never tell someone to calm down. That just escalates it, right?
Okay.
So especially if she's drinking, you're not really getting anywhere. So 2 things happen. Number one, the part of the brain that allows you to respond, not react, is one of the reasons why we do the anxiety training in the program. Okay. That part of the brain, just think about your children for a second, not your wife. Okay. They're losing their shit. They want something. They're screaming. So your grandkid's like, I want milk right now. Right? No amount of logic is going to get through to them. That part of the brain is detached. Your wife is the same way. You are the same way, right? That's why we have to learn how to deal with our emotions. So you never want to say calm down. You never want to be logical. And I think alcohol, when she's drinking, is a great opportunity for you to show up to respond. Because you're dealing with somebody who's even more childlike now. Because we lose our inhibitions. We say stupid things. We do stupid things when we drink too much, right? So use it as an opportunity to start respond. It may do nothing for you because she's drunk. Chances are she'll reflect the next day. She might not share that with you, but if you show up, man, it's just an opportunity to show up. I kind of like it when they drink, personally, because they do stupider shit, and you show up the way that I tell you to show up, and you look fucking awesome. Remember,
all right. Same
thing as if she's not drinking, but obviously when you drink, more of these things happen. They go more out of control, right?
Right.
Use it or create it as an opportunity.
Okay. Perfect.
Yeah. Go be fun. Go be awesome. You owned it. the goal here would be for her to say, how can you think this isn't such a big deal? You're such a fucking asshole, blah, blah, blah. So you can respond.
Right.
Right?
Right.
You're not proud of it. You're absolutely right. I am a bit of an asshole. Smile. Like, I gotta get a hold of this. You know what I mean? You know,
Yeah.
But your nature will typically try to fix it. Oh, but baby, I love you so much. That's why I'm so scared of this guy. You don't understand. This guy he's got a penis, and you have a vagina, and you don't know men. Men just want to use their penis, and they want to put it in your vagina. And you know, obviously, he's going 300 miles to just see you. And like, what the fuck are we doing here, man?
Okay.
You know what I mean? Okay.
Yeah. Exactly. Okay. Thank you, man.